Hello. In this little lesson, we're going to teach you how to deal with the negative sign. You see, when you're doing trig, you must know how to deal with the negative sign. Okay? You must know how to deal with the negative sign. So there are two cases. So I'm going to show you the first case. The first case. The first case is, if you are given a thing like 3 over 4, there's no negative signs here. You cannot see any negative sign here. But you, because you're doing trig, you have to know that 3 over 4 is the same as minus 3 over 4, minus 4. So that's what I mean by dealing with the negative sign. If you're given positive over positive, it is the same as negative over negative. So 3 over 4 can also be written as minus 3 over minus 4. Let's take another example. If you gave me 7 over 9, 7 over 9 is also equal to minus 7 over minus 9. So therefore, if you gave me sine x is equal to 7 over 9, I can say, well, there are two answers from here. Sine of x is equal to 7 over 9, or sine of x is equal to minus 7 over minus 9. That's what we mean by how to deal with the negative sign. If it's positive, you bring in the negatives. You bring in the negatives. So if they give you this, you must be able to say, well, from this we can get two answers. It could be that, it could be that. So that's the first case. Alright, that's the first case. Now I'm going to do the second case. So you must know this. If you don't know this, then you'll be lost. Now the second case. In the second case, if you are given, say, minus 4 over 5, it is the same as 4 over minus 5. It is the same as minus 4 in the middle all over 5. Now in trig, this one don't help us. But if I've given that, I can write this. Let's do another example. Let's do another example. 2 over negative 3. If you gave me this, 2 over negative 3, then that negative can also be on top. So 2 over negative 3 is equal to negative 2 over 3, which is also equal to that negative can be right in the middle. But this is no good for trig. It don't help us. So it can be that or that. So if you tell me tan y is equal to minus 5 over 7, then from here I can get two answers in trig. I will say tan y is equal to minus 5 over 7, or I'll say tan y is equal to 5 over minus 7. And then after that I'll say, well, that is y over x, y over x. This one was sine, so I will say that this is actually y over r. This one is also y over r. You see? So from 1 I can get two answers. From 1 I can get two answers. So it's very important in trig to know that this one gives you 2 and that one also gives you two different answers. So if you see the difference, here the y is negative, the x is positive. Here the y is positive, the x is negative. Here the y and the radius are positive. Here the sorry. This was sine. So sine is y over r. Let's not, can't use the example of sine. I'm going to use the example of tan. Sorry. I've got to use the example of tan. I've got to use the example of tan. So if tan is 7 over 9, and then that's, sorry about that, y over x, so tan. So that can be 7 over 9, both are positive, or both are negative, Remember, the radius is always positive, so I'll just write it for you. Radius is always positive. Radius is always positive. So the x and the y can change, right? The x and the y can change. So here the x and the y are positive. Here the x and the y are negative. Here the y is negative, the x is positive. Here the y is positive, the x is negative. So you must know how to deal with this negative signs. Alright? And remember that radius is always positive. Alright, so that's how to deal with the negative sign. So you must remember, from one ratio you can get 2. From one ratio you can get 2. That's what we are trying to show you, simply by introducing the negative sign or by shifting the negative sign. Okay, alright, so with that we come to the end of this session here.